Now this is a live track, okay? Please don't go wandering off in front of a wagon, because if you do, it's just too much paperwork. And I'm not doing that amount of paperwork 2 days in a row, guys, okay?
Catch you on the other side.
Yeah.
Right then, so take your helmet off for you. There should be a pair of glasses somewhere on your right if you can see or find them. Release your handbrakes. Nice and gentle on the gas. Nice and gentle on the gas. When you're ready,
Just an honest opinion of the taste that you've experienced today.
It was a brilliant experience, really enjoyed it. I don't know what else to say, really. It was,
Favourite bits?
being down and just using the periscope was great fun. They're really different to anything I've ever driven before, so that was really good, yeah. Different experience to normal driving. Well worth it, yeah, definitely worth having a go. I'm going to go tell my wife now she needs to have a go. Because she's thrown me under the bus with this.
Thank you very much, mate.
Right, morning. I'm Elliot, so I'm one of the full-time mechanics here at Armourgeddon, as you may have seen me in other videos. Just doing a quick kind of summary of what we've done this week and quite a big job in total. So this wagon this morning, we quickly lifted the pack out and we've swapped one of the alternators as this vehicle wasn't charging. So we've now swapped it with another pack. And now the vehicle is charging, thank God, so that's that sorted. And what I'm doing now is currently building the front up, so that's all done. In a minute I'll jump inside, I'll build up all the interior stuff that needs to be done. Once that's done, this wagon will then go into the old workshop and she's given a quick rub down and she's going to get a second coat of green paint. She's been sat outside for a little bit and especially with that warm weather that had the sun, she's got patches of rust and some a bit flaky bits that we missed on the last time. So she'll go back in, give her a quick rub down externally, give her a nice quick coat, which we'll probably end up doing later today or tomorrow. And then hopefully with that done, that puts an end to this 432 and this big contract job that we've had. So that should be all good. Right, so some of you might be wondering when we do a pack lift what we actually do, because it sounds like a big job, but surprisingly it's a really easy job to do. So basically, if you can see inside here, you've got all your cables, all your wires, okay? Right in the far corner is your exhaust bellow. So whenever you put a pack together, that's where you start. So you start right the way in that corner. It's an absolute sod. I usually lie down completely on top and then put my arms down inside the thing and connect it that way, or I've seen Nitro and other people basically lie on the steering box and go right up inside there to do it. It's a bitch of a job to do. You've got two alternator cables, your front and your rear. You've got an engine services. On this particular one there's two fire wires that can trigger the alarms if there is a fire in the pack. You've got three ACs, 1, 2 and 3 to do on. You've got to make sure they're all done up correctly. There's 2 DC wires, and then there is 3 fuel pipes. You've got your feed, your spill, and then I can never remember what the little one is for. There's another little one there, I can't remember, I have to double check with that one. But it is nice and straightforward. Literally, to do this, all you need is an 11mm spanner, a 15mm spanner, a 19mm spanner, and then a buzz gun with an 11mm socket and an adjustable. And then that you can easily get everything that you need to get out of the front pack. The only 2 of the bits right down there in this corner, if you can see, Dave, just down there, is your 2 pack bolts, okay? So you've got one there, and then there's one over in that corner. But other than that, that's the integrity of the front of a pack. So there's not a lot really to do. It's nice and easy to get them off, and then it's fairly simple to get them back on again. And then what we'll do now is I'll quickly take you guys around to the inside of the wagon, and I'll quickly show you all the steps that you do to put a pack back together, basically. Right, so now we're inside the wagon, and if you look at all this, a lot of people might look at this and go, bloody hell, it seems like a bit of a job. But to be honest, you are hardly touching anything you see here. There's other decks that sit above and they basically just cover it. The only stuff you're really attaching on the inside of a pack, you've got your prop shaft down here, which is this red bit here. That basically just lifts up there like that. And you've got a series of 8 bolts. You do have to push or move the wagon to rotate it round, because that connects to your steering box. So that goes on first. There's then a bar that sits along the side here. That's basically just to prop and hold the decks on that you fit. You've got the steering linkage, which is here, which I'm going to have to try and find because I don't know where the bloody hell that's gone. So that will come across, and usually there's a steerage linkage that sits across, and that sorry, not your steering linkage, your throttle linkage. So that comes up here, it sits across, it bolts into this side plate here, and then it connects to your throttle linkage here, and then that will give you the throttle that connects down to the pedal that's just behind me on the floor behind. Bits inside here for people that want to know. You've got your FIP, so that's your fuel pump up here in the main bit. ATF is stored in there. Your big gearbox, nice green thing here, that's your gearbox, and then you check to do your oils in there. Your fuel, sorry, not fuel, your engine oil is down here by this rectifier. So a pipe connects up here with a dipstick, so you can check that. And you've got your 2 alternators. So this is the alternator that we've replaced today. Okay, so we took this little cap off. It's a little inspection cap, so you can actually see and help line up. So we literally, all that is as well, it's a nice straightforward job. You've got this clamp here, and you've got a pipe that sits underneath it. And all we do, we get a nice strap round, hook it round, we hang it off this pipe up here. And I held it back, and then literally Nitro would just wiggle it free, and then we would just slowly lower it to the ground, because they are a heavy bit of kit. Side of your heat X is here, and then you've also got your rad that's up here, fans, and then your fuel filter is just in this corner, just there. But everything is nice and straightforward again. It's not a difficult job to do. Once you've done it like as many times that I have and we have, you kind of make your own rhythm and you make your own things. It's a bit difficult when you first do one, but the moment you get a rhythm, you can do a pack in the space of an hour. You can get a pack front and back prepped within an hour, and then you can get someone to help lift it out.
Perfect.
Right, so you start with your prop shaft. Can be a bit of a sod to do. If I can line the bloody holes up, it would help. There we go. That's your first one in, and it's literally just a series of, usually you can do about 4 to 5. Then you can either start the wagon when the front's plumbed up. This is usually why when you do a pack lift, you do the front first, because then everything electrical and fuel wise is all done. So if we wanted to move the wagon, you can drive the wagon by literally just putting the prop shaft in, the gear selector in, and this throttle linkage bar. And as long as that T-handle at the back's up, you can drive this without any decks on. But obviously it's not ideal. We'll only really do that for when we've had stuff like with this contract. It's usually just for moving a wagon around if needs be. It allows us to clean the tank if necessary, but for some cases we want to make the tank's interior look quite good, so we'll leave the decks off because we'll actually take them off and usually needle gun them separately, paint them separately, and then fit them all together later on down the line. But this wagon itself, it's nice and straightforward. It's an easy job to do, really. There's not a lot to it, and it is, as I've already said, it's nice and straightforward. It's a nice, simple job to do. They come in ranges. Sometimes when you get a brand new wagon, they'll have every single bolt in that you can imagine. So it does take a little bit longer in that regard, because some bolts are in really awkward places, and especially if they're seized or they're really tight, like some of them are, it can be a bit of a sod to actually try and do. But other than that, it's a simple job. It's annoying with the rain because you get absolutely soaked some days, but we need these wagons up and done and running, so we need to do what we need to do.
So I'm just cleaning up some of the bits for the Charioteer. These are brackets that hold the radiators up against the side of the hull. We strip them down, and these are the old rubber bushes, top hat bushes. You can see they're absolutely shot. So they're all going in the bin, and we've had these made up. Nice new ones. Slight difference. And these are obviously for anti-vibration when the fans are spinning round. Go a hell of a chat. So you need some decent bushes in there to keep the radiators safe. So that's what we're doing at the minute. With any luck.
Excellent. Very straightforward.
No, it's very straightforward. Just basically the metal's all good. So just cleaning them all up, so them getting painted up and fitted to the radiator cowlings, and then get them fitted at a later date.
They're original then?
These are all original, yeah.
All original.
All original.
Apart from them that we have made.
Apart from the rubbers that we've had made there, yeah. Yeah, they're all in good order. Just taking off all the surface rust and just cleaning them up basically. But still plenty of meat on them. So yeah, absolutely fine.
What do you think will be next on the list for the Charioteer?
I will be setting up to reseal all the slave cylinders. Mass cylinders are done, so it'll be slave cylinders, and start to rebuild them back onto the gearbox and steering unit, and then build them up on the back of the hull as well. That's a big job. So I've got to really get myself geared and set up for that, because the seals, again, I've had new seals made for them all. So you've just got to take your time, because they ain't cheap. So you want to make sure that they all go together correctly. So yeah, I've got to get properly set up on the table for that job. But it'll be quite enjoyable job.